Good morning. How you doing, TF? Yo. Just thought I'd jump on for a stream as Storge is pumping. Well, all-time high. So let me just enter this here, pin that to the top. Yeah. Let's see. Hope you all had a good Thanksgiving. A nice, happy Thanksgiving. So, lately, I've been using, well, as you know, I've been using it a lot, this Cypher B indicator. And scalping with that. Taking no signals on the high waves. So these waves that are up, you ignore those. You take the signals when the dip wave is in. So like, let's say there's a green dot there. That's a go. If there's a green dot on a high wave, you can take it, but it's risky. Like, you know, put an exclamation point there. Risky. Because they can dip at any time. These, like a wave up. So my suggestion, wait for these. I'll circle them. There's a dip wave. All of that structure there is like a dip wave, dip momentum. And yeah, you wait for it to dip out, produce like a buy signal, and then take a position. Much safer than trying to take a position when something's already taking off, like in the green. As we all know. We all know that. Okay. So that is what I've been doing the last couple of days, just trading, scalping. I'm now on Bybit, so that's been fun. Bybit, good time to do some futures derivatives trading, you know. Saitama, now it's Impact. Go ahead and laugh. There you go. Okay, well, Saitama. Is that going strong, huh? Let me check it. Coin market cap. Saitama. What does it exist on? Jeez, I had a good run mid-November, a few days ago. Oh, it's on all the swaps. It's not on any exchanges yet, I guess. Good morning, Fadzril. Bro, crypto.com coin. Wow, that's come out of nowhere, huh? It's crazy. Mana, Elrond Gold, nice, EGLD. That's something to watch, guys. That EGLD, that's got potential to be like, you know, a lot higher on the ranks long term, I think. Sand has been kind of correcting. Gala, damn, up to 42nd position. It's crazy. I am so tired. I didn't really sleep well last night, but I'm just going to have a chill stream, I think. Alice. It's doing okay. The bigger picture? Oh. The bigger picture for Alice, let's see. Okay, so it's done a head and shoulders and it's come down off that high. I think that's is that a new all-time high? No. It's still like the new kid on the block, Alice. But there's potential, like there's definitely higher highs, higher lows. You know, it's definitely gradually climbing up, isn't it? So it's just currently on a pullback. So yeah, there's potential there on Alice. But the one that's been trending strongest on my like massive watch list here, at least for now. I mean, it's kind of happened already. Doge. And so as you can see, the cipher indicator wave has produced all of that. Like, look at all those dots there of like down, up, down, up, down, up. Full of divergence, by the way, bearish divergence. Like each push up creates divergence. You can see it here on the divergence indicator. So yeah, lower highs on the oscillator, higher highs on the price. So that's bearish. So once that corrects, once you see the RSI cool back off, like if you get lucky, it might even come down as low as like below 40. But yeah, let it cool back off. And this is the same with anything. Like this is just the way to do it. This is the way to scalp, at least from what I've seen. Hey, what's up, Prolific? I'm just checking out Doge. I saw Shiba had a bit of a rally yesterday. So that would have been good for you, Prolific. Someone was asking about Doge. Let's see. No, that suffered a hit. It went back down to like 20 cents, didn't it? Let's check it out. A, B, C, D for Doge. Is. Wow. It went down to 1860. Wow, that's pretty heavy. SHIB going to dump, or maybe not. I'm going to open up the SHIB chart as well. So we've got... I'll do some TA on Doge, but honestly, long term, this might take some time to build back confidence in the market. Like, but yeah, it's definitely possible that this could retrace back down to like, you know, 16 cents, 9 cents even. Like if it doesn't start picking up momentum. Hopefully that rocket launch produces the goods. This line's kind of like, I guess a bit out of date now. Like we broke out of that, but it didn't go far. Got to 34 cents and retraced. So we've got to try and establish another floor. So we back tested this low here, this 20 cent low that we made. It's now been back tested to see if it's gonna hold us up, and so far so good. Hopefully 20 cents holds. If Bitcoin continues to fall, then I'm pretty sure Doge will fall with it, because it's not trending right now, nor has it in quite some time. Let's see. I'm going to open up a Bitcoin chart. Let's go to the daily. Can you see why we've corrected back to where we have? Hopefully, we get a bounce off this pivot here. See how that was the high? That was resistance at $53,000. And now we're at, you know, testing that to see if it's going to hold as support. If that does hold, then this could be the pivot that Bitcoin needs to start rallying up and getting back above 60. You know, if this is an overall Elliott wave, like wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and then wave 5. So 4, if 4 dips below 53, then that invalidates the whole wave count. Like, you know, it's not an Elliott wave. If that's what happens, you know, if that's what we're facing, then yeah, it goes out the window. Someone's saying, look at Doge weekly chart. Turn on the log button. Major bull flag. Yeah, I see what you mean. Like, it's holding high. I hope that it produces a pump, you know. That'd be incredible. But right now, yeah, so my outlook for Bitcoin is that we're trying to use this previous resistance as current support. That's about as simple as it gets. Just like over here, this is a good example as well. See, previous resistance, future support, and it worked out. It bounced off there and rallied up. So let's try to get a repeat of that. And that's pretty much the strongest kind of insight you can get at the moment for Bitcoin. You can see on the daily chart, look at that. The cipher indicator has cooled right off. Like, this wave here is so low. You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea for the smart money to buy here, you know. This could be a buy area, like wherever everyone's panicking that Bitcoin's crashing down. But the smart money is buying it up, I would say, at 53. If 53 doesn't hold, then you just dollar cost average to the next spot, you know. Buy 1, buy 2 at the next support, which might be, you know, 40k or whatever, like here. And then if that fails, then put another buy at $30,000. And then if that fails, then yeah, the market's changing. But I'm pretty confident that 53 will hold, 53,000. And if that does happen, and we see another incline on Bitcoin, then the alts will get another alt season kind of thing, because Bitcoin will bring that liquidity back into the market overall. So let's check out Shiba. So this falling wedge, it feels like it's still in play. Might just adjust it a little, just as we've got more candles now to use and work with. Something like this. There's going to be a point where this has to, you know, it has to do something with this falling wedge. Like, it'd be kind of odd to see it just fall through it indefinitely and go back to that pocket that it was stuck in, like down here. I don't think that's going to happen for Shiba. I think there's still a strong chance that we get a breakout at some point. Hopefully. We'll see. It might take some time. I mean, this is kind of like what we were praying for with Doge. We were hoping that Doge would break out and, you know, start rallying up, but it has struggled to do so. But, you know, if all goes well, Shiba could start rallying up. It's definitely slipped from that top 10. It's down into 12th spot now. Losing market cap. Crypto.com might flip it. Doge is holding 10th still. It's incredible. even after going down 12%. So storage, here we go. So this is an example of what I'm talking about. See, you wait for the dip and then the green dot. So your entry, let's just do a hypothetical. Let's say your entry's here. I mean, there's a chance that it can fail, obviously. It can dip again, which would, a red dot would go here, then this would do a deeper wave like that. But if you're dollar cost averaging, you know, just put your first purchase at the first green dot that you see here. And then if that goes lower, if you dip lower, buy the next green dot, which might be, you know, here or something. You know, if this crashes here and then starts moving up. But yeah, I think there's still interest in this rally here. If you go on a higher time frame, this is just a slight, yeah, a couple of candles pulling back. You could even call this a bull flag, really. Kind of looks like that. It's a falling wedge at the moment, something like this. Let's just see how this plays out. I'll extend all these lines out. Double bottom on Shiba, says Prolific. On the daily? What do you mean? Oh, like this day and this day? Oh, like this. One bottom, two bottom. Quite possibly, dude. Yes. We could get a reversal here for Shiba, which takes it back up, you know? With all the potential to break out of this falling wedge here. Shiba Inu just got listed to trade in South Korea. Heard this from Bitcoinist. The Bitcoinist. Awesome. Thanks for that, buddy. Buddy Langford. So yeah, I guess with Shiba and Doge, like, you just have to believe in it, I guess. I personally don't have money in either. I tend to trade. Like, I trade at leverage, whatever is on trend. So I did a trade this morning on Storge because it was rallying up. It still looks strong, by the way. This could potentially go back up into price discovery, which is anything above this pink line. So the pink line being the all-time high. That's the way I like to set it up. So hopefully it yeah, it looks like it's starting to break out of this falling wedge. With any luck, it starts to rally up from here. But as you can see, like these are the signals. Green dots when the blue wave dips like this. That's what you're looking for entries when you're scalping on the 1 minute chart. You're looking for anything dipping. So let's go back. Let's back test that. So would that have been a good buy there? That dip wave there, that dot? You would have bought here off that signal and boom. Yeah, of course. Let's see, another one. Okay, this is an example of dollar cost averaging. Let's say you use this signal here, right here, as your first buy. And you can see it can dip lower, which is exactly what happened. So in that case, okay, take the next mark as your second buy. And then, okay, it dipped again. Cool. I bought the dip 3 times. So 1, 2, 3. So your average position is roughly at that level. And you can see eventually the waves do shift momentum and you get runs that go up. So if you're trading on leverage, that's good because like you can repeat that process. Whatever you do, try to avoid FOMO. If you're buying on a wave that is up, like, you know, a hill, don't buy on a hill because it's risky. It's high risk. It's not to say it can't be profitable. It's just, it's risky. Just understand that danger. You can get stuck in positions if you buy when everything's elevated. You want to wait for the dips. Buy the dip. Buy BTFD. Buy the effing dip. All right, so, and that goes for all time frames, by the way. So I know we're down on the 1 minute chart, but that's just because this is obviously in an uptrend. So it is safe to take long positions on a pullback during an uptrend. That's the long and short of it. So, all right, how's that hypothetical trade going? So it's still struggling to come up. We're getting another pullback here. So what might be happening is we're getting influence from a higher time frame, probably. Let's check the 15-minute. Okay, can you see the 15-minute looks like it's about to cause a red dot up here. So perhaps scanning the market, like if you wait for signals on the 15-minute, like look how powerful they are. They don't come in that often, but when they do, like it's a good place to enter, you know. So we're sort of suffering the effects of the 15 and the 5 minute. So the 1 minute answers to those higher time frames, you know, they're more powerful, they have more influence. But yeah, this could still be a potential runner here. See, we're getting a dip wave here, which could result in that, you know, like where it just can't sustain the high, so it, you know, it dips. But this is why dollar cost averaging is like, you know, a good strategy, is like when you get, you know, when you get dipping. Buy the second dip, the third dip, the fourth dip. Eventually, you're going to catch the bottom. You know, it doesn't. Things just don't go to zero. Like sometimes they do, but I don't think I've seen anything go to zero. Crypto, maybe BitConnect, but even that held some value. I've got Jimmy asking about Quant, so I'll check Quant out as well. Oh, look at that. Here comes a possible breakout. So we'll come back to storage. We'll see if it plays out the way we're hoping. Or the way I'm hoping. MNOPQQQ Quant QNT. Okay. Daily. Well, that took a hit yesterday. It's kind of almost fallen out of the wedge, this falling wedge. See, this is something that Shiba is kind of in as well. It's in this like big old falling wedge. And we're all hoping for a breakout to the upside. Not guaranteed, but yeah, that's what we're doing. We're hoping for that breakout. By the way, guys, feel free to join the Crypto Down Under Discord channel. It's free. The link for it is up in the description of the video. I'm sure all 38 of you tuned in right now are already a part of that Discord channel. It's kind of quiet in there. Probably thanks to the break that I've been on, and you know, me not sitting in there 12 hours a day. But there's a few other good channels that you should check out. There's T1 or Tone. There's B Crypto, Static Trading, Static. And I'm pretty sure the link for those channels are in the description of this stream, so go check them out. Thank you, Justin S. I give the best TA. Appreciate that. Alright, so we're getting more dip waves, but yeah, we're holding ground, aren't we? We're holding it like around $3.30 ish. No guarantee, like just because it's holding here at the moment doesn't mean that it's gonna hold indefinitely. But we try to hold that low, which is what we achieved right there. We made a low, and we've sort of come and back tested it a few times here. So with any luck, you know, we've got the setup, we've got the MACD cooled off, I mean the RSI is cooled off as well. We've got all these green momentum dots signaling that, you know, these are good possible shifting points. And yeah, here we go, we might be getting a bit of a run. Fingers crossed. Just watch it and see how it goes. Quant coin, if you're a long-term believer in Quant like Jimmy, these are nice cheap prices. Like, I mean, it could pull back a bit lower, like it could afford to come down below 200 again and maybe even test this area. So there's a lot of like, there's a channel here and a channel here, like that could potentially get back tested, which is down to $160. So but yeah, it's nice and cheap anyway. Howdy, Bruce Wirris. How you doing, dude? There we go, look at that. Beautiful. Storage. Keep going, bud. We want to see some more action out of you. So technically it's looking good. We'll just have to see that demand come in and push it. People driving it up. But you can see, if you're smart, if you're a part of the smart money, and you've bought on the green dots, like if you bought all 3 green dots, look at that, you're up in profit already by whatever percent. Let's see. You're 3.5% up. So that's pretty cool. This is why I like the cipher indicator, cipher B with divergences. It's just nothing to it. It tells you where to buy. It's, you know, it's not perfect. It doesn't nail it every time, but and that's why we have stop losses and things like that. But for the most part, I think its strike rate's pretty good, especially during an uptrend, like something like this. It's doing well. The MACD has just crossed, and we're starting to get green histogram bars. There's a lot of fear still. People taking, well, not fear, but just people taking profit. People that doubt that it's going to go back into price discovery, and that's fair enough. I mean, taking profit's not a bad idea. It's just yeah, this demand has to come through and push it up. I don't know what's causing this, like if there's something fundamental about Storage that caused this rally. Yeah, this was the previous high, all-time high right here, so we smashed through that. I guess you could say this was the back test. You know, we got through it and then we back tested it to see if it would hold. So far, so good. It could still fall, like there's always a chance that it could fail, but you know, taking 3.5% profit's not bad for just like, how many minutes is that? 3 minutes work? Well, if you bought back here, that's, let's see, to get to the high, 15 minutes. 15 minutes for 3.5%. That's not bad at all. And this, yeah, still has potential to climb up, of course, but we'll see how it goes. Seems to be like, ooh, it's made a couple of like lower highs, and I guess initially there was lower lows, but now the lows flattened out a bit. And hopefully this becomes a higher low, we get some green bars going up. Let's see how we go. Yeah, long time no see. If anyone in here has the ability to use Bybit and hasn't signed up yet, I do have a referral link that you guys can use. Let me drop that into the chat. Let's see, where's my referral link? Let me grab it. There you go. I know that it's probably not. I think it's blocked in the US, Bybit, but it's yeah, it feels like Binance, like the speed, the response time, like on it, and yeah, it's a good one. I recommend it, and I don't think there's KYC for it either. I didn't have to like give my license or anything to sign up to it, so Bybit. So we're getting a bit of a pullback here again. You know, so this red momentum dot at the top here, that can be your signal to take profit, or you know, you can just take profit when you see it go up. You know, profit's profit, right? But yeah, I'm still confident that this is in some kind of an uptrend. I'm not disheartened by this pullback here. You know, what we could be looking at, now that we're getting more candles, I'm going to adjust this a little. Might be getting something like this happening, where like either a descending triangle or a bullish pennant, something like this. Could be a bull pennant. So we're hoping for the breakout to the high side, the textbook breakout, but it's not guaranteed. We did one well, I didn't stream it, but we were looking at Gala yesterday, and it did one over here. See? There was a pennant right here that we were all following. I was in B's Discord channel talking about it. But yeah, it screwed up like this, and then boom, we got a breakout. So there was a nice trade with a take profit at the new all-time high. But yeah, it did, yeah, it pulled back pretty deep. Yeah, that was a nice play there, that pennant. Let me just retrace this or pull this back a bit so that it makes sense. That's, yeah, bull pennant, bull triangle, whatever you want to call it. It's cool to see those set up and play out. So even now, Gala, like this is producing buys right now on Gala on the 15-minute chart. So let's see if that goes up. So let's shit test this cipher indicator. Let's see if it's gonna tell us, give us the goods. I'm gonna put in like a little, I'm gonna call these hypothetical entries, these green dashed lines like that. Let's call that an entry. We'll call it here because we're late to the party. I'll make it a little thicker just so that it stands out as well. Make it 2 pixels. There we go. Alright, we'll see how that goes over time. We've also got our storage. Ooh, okay. It got rejected at the top of the wedge, and now it's looking like it might fail. Like if we lose that support, yeah. So if we had stop loss here, because you know if it breaks below these lows here, you'd want to be out of it. But there's still, yeah, there's still some hope. It could hold the bottom of the wedge and rally up again. See how it goes. I'm hoping for that. Hoping for that. It It gets very scary when it pulls back and tests the bottom of the wedge. Very scary, I know. But the scariest moments are sometimes the best buys, honestly. Like, if you've got the guts to pull the trigger when it looks like scary like that, it's up to you, but yeah. So we've got our buys were here because of these green dots. So I'm going to keep that there and we'll just see how that plays out. This could be a complete fail, but yeah, well, let's just do it for fun, see if that plays out. But yeah, that's pretty much the way I've been trading the last couple of months. Like, just using the cipher indicator, trying to find something on trend, like in an uptrend, and just buying the pullbacks. Like, buy the green dots when it's dipping, you know? And then you basically cross your fingers and hope that there's a new up wave, like a wave up, a leg up. So if we're doing a fib retracement off this low to this high, it's currently like trying to use the 236 as support. It's kind of like stuck there magnetically. It's almost like it's magnetic. It's like stuck in that, on that 236 level. A 382 is still bullish. Like, even if it does dip to the 382, it can still bounce. And this bull pennant could end up becoming a bull flag, which looks like this. Something like that. But yeah, let's just see how it goes. So if it becomes a bull flag, then the bounce could happen even down here to the 0.5 fib level, $3.10. But yeah, we've still got the pennant in play. Like, it hasn't been invalidated just yet. So we'll keep an eye on that. We're hoping for that break. We got it yesterday on Gala. It was awesome. That was a really good play there. How much percent did we get? We were tracking this. I think I posted a picture. Let me grab the picture out of B's server. Posted like a chart. Just so I can show you guys the spot that I called it before it happened. A bit scrolling here. Getting it. Here we go. Found it. So that's where I posted this in B, so that you can see back on Gala on the 1 minute. Was it on the 1 minute? No, the 5 minute. So identified on the 5 minute at what point? This point here. Right there. So the chart looked like that. And then, yeah, beautiful breakout on Gala. Boom. So called it about here, and it produced 18% up. Incredible. And then, yeah, obviously there was the correction after that, but it still looks okay. There's bullish divergence here on the 5 minute. There's a whole bunch of green buy signals on the bottom, these dip waves here. But so far, something higher up might be influencing it. Yeah, so the 1 hour got a shift down. But yeah, we could still get a green dot at this stage here as well. For Gala, it could still hold ground. How's Alice doing? Storage. Oh, okay, storage. Yeah. Looks like it's starting to really test here. This could be a short, actually. If this breaks, you could almost short it, catch the wave down. See, I guess when you're trading, it can be profitable to change your mind, change your opinion, like before something happens, so that you can catch that move. Like right now, this candle's 2.5%. You could have sniped out that little short right there, you know. But yeah, I mean, when you identify any kind of pattern that is squeezing the price, you know that it's going to fall out or break out. So either come down or up. So when it breaks the line, you can say, oh shit, that's bearish, I'm going to short it. And then you open a short here and take profit wherever you're comfortable taking profit. And then same as for when it goes up. You know, like if it did break up, just like we got on Gala yesterday, you can open a long at the breakout, and then that produced an amazing result. But unfortunately, Storage is just correcting a bit heavier than I thought it would. But hey, that's trading. It happens. So yeah, this pennant now looks like it might be more like a... Well, the pennant's been invalidated, so now we're looking at a possible bull flag. Hopefully we get a bull flag now. So you try for a pennant. If the pennant fails, it becomes a potential bull flag. And then if the bull flag fails, it's just, yeah, there's no other options after that. This could also be a... I was going to say a falling wedge, but I don't know. Maybe. So that FOMO entry, lucky it was just a FOMO dotted line, huh? And not an actual position. So Gala, Gala's still struggling. Let's check Bitcoin out. Ooh, yeah, okay. 1 hour chart. Still chopping sideways, so it's not like Bitcoin's changing the climate of the market right this minute. Like it shouldn't be causing bloodshed just right now. But yeah, let's see if Storage comes up. Hopefully, we'll see. And by the way, another technique, another way to look at it. What has fallen the heaviest in so far in today's daily candle? SFP, whatever that is, and Dreams. Fourth, Sand. Sand is a good one. Sand has fallen, what, 3.8%? Yeah, that's it. That's in a downtrend currently on the 1 minute chart. So if you like to go short, wait for a rally up and then go short at the top of the rally, and then yeah, take profit at the dip when you get a green signal here. It's like that's where you close the short. Beautiful dip right there. Let's say we bought that as well, that dip. Let's just buy all the dips. Eventually we'll be right. Eventually it'll come good, right? Anyway, I'm just going to leave this stream up for a while. Just let the music play out and we can keep an eye on Storage. Lit is getting lit right now. That's crazy. That's a big pump. Let's check it out. Lit. That came out of nowhere. Look at that on the 1 minute chart. It's just been climbing the ranks. So right now there's a lot of alts that are just pumping like crazy. CKB, ATA, AR, NKN, Audio, Band, BLZ, Storage, GRT, and lit. Lit is lit right now. Beautiful. Look at that pullback. This is what I was hoping for on Storage, like where it came up, made a high, pulled back, look at it, looked like scary, right? Produced a beautiful green buy signal there, and then boom, look at that second leg up. That's beautiful. That's what you want to get. So unfortunately this one just kept dipping, you know, and that's the problem you get. You buy the dip and then it keeps dipping. So what? You know, you just accept the stop loss, take the L, and try for the next one. Whatever you do, don't FOMO. Like, imagine if you had FOMO'd here. Like, imagine if that was your entry. You bought it, like, you know, up in this range here. You'd be like stressing right now because you're like, shit, this needs to come all the way back up there just so I can break even. So this is why you avoid trading anything. Don't enter anything when the wave is up like that. Just don't do it. I know it's hard to like resist when something's like going crazy. Like right now, lit is very dangerous. I would not be buying lit right now. Do not go long. Look how much bearish divergence is happening right now at the moment. So this thing will pull back at some stage. You know, it might even create another dip for you to buy, and you can potentially buy the dip. Like it could come down like that, produce a green dot here. Like it won't be a dip wave, but if you're itching to FOMO, sometimes FOMO can be profitable. It's just kind of risky, kind of stupid. Like, you know, it's not a good long-term strategy, put it that way. You don't want to do that every day. You don't want to FOMO every day. You get stuck. It's when you become a bag holder. So look, ooh, storage, potential, test at the bottom of the flag here. So we've come up, we've bounced. Fingers crossed we get the breakout of the flag. No guarantees, of course, but I don't have like millions and millions of dollars, so I can't guarantee anything to you guys. If I had the ability to pump this, I could say, hey, look, this is a good buy right now, and then I pump the shit out of it and say, see, told you. But yeah, I don't have that money. I don't have that kind of money. We'll just have to wait for the market makers to choose that, to make that decision for us. You know, is Storage going to get another leg? Hopefully. The MACD is a beautiful setup. Like it's dipped down really nice and low, and we've got a nice deep momentum wave down. So actually, let's do another buy here as a dollar cost average. So we've sort of bought here, granted, that's position 1. Pos 2, bought here. So now our average would be somewhere in the middle. Like if you're buying even amounts at each buy, and then if it dips again, which it could buy a third time. Don't do any more than 3, I would say. Spread it across 2 or 3 buys, and then with any luck, you catch the bottom, you catch a bottom, and then it rallies, and then, you know, your position hopefully goes into profit, and then you take the profit. You like every trade you enter, you have to always be prepared to take a hit. You know, you could take a loss. There's never any guarantees of it going up and going into profit, but that's trading. Like eventually, when you do catch a good entry and you let it ride, like don't sell yourself short. Like if it starts to rally up, then just ride it out a little, see if it, you know, it's up to you where you take profit. Taking profit's easier than trying to like get in at a good entry. You know, anyone can take profit. That's not hard. So Doge still struggling here. Like this honestly, this could go back into the mediocrity of the lows that it was getting yesterday, honestly. Like it could travel back down here, but hopefully not. Hopefully we get some kind of break. How's that other one we were looking at? Was it Gala? Yeah, Gala's looking okay. Looks like a bit of a inverse head and shoulders almost. Like got that potentially. I think Storage was a bit of FOMO, you know. Like, can you see the difference between Gala? Gala has been dipping, whereas Storage has been rallying up. So it's like, ooh, you know, buying the pullbacks here. Is this like kind of falling knife territory? Like, you know, should we be chasing something that's already run up like this? Probably not, but you know, as you can see with Lit, it can pay off. Like it is FOMO, yes, but pullback produced a nice little green dot here, and then we got another leg up. So perhaps with Storage, yeah, the pullback like on Lit was this one here. Or these pullbacks along this uptrend. But yeah, I'm not writing it off yet. I still think there's potential. We're still in the flag. But our hypothetical Gala trade is looking good now. Look at that. 1.5% up from entry. It's good. See how high Gala can go. What is Sand up to? Sand is, yeah, it's still sliding down a bit. It's done a lot of work in the last few days, hasn't it? Or the last couple of weeks, really. All of November has been very interesting for Sand. Massive gains, like check this out. From down here all the way up to the top, that's 250%. 250. So Storage, like if we go to the 1 hour and zoom out, we've gone into price discovery. This was actually like kind of like a cup and handle. It's mind you, it's kind of ugly, but huge like cup, handle, and then breaking the neckline of the cup. Go to the daily. What a wild chart. Storage. See, this is why sometimes it pays off to believe in something long term, even if it crashes down real low, you know, like this. Because you don't know what's around the corner. Like you can get these pumps that happen and recover. Like this has gone up 400% from these dips back in June. That's crazy. Let's go back to that bull flag and see if it plays out. This is a good track. I like this track. Oh, Anchor. Yeah, sure. Fatima G is asking for Anchor, TA, ANKR. So, Quant, just quickly. That's actually, oh yeah, there is a bit of a trend going on here. Has it hit a low? Like, has it hit the bottom? Quite possibly. Not bad. boy, did it dip. That's crazy. From up down there to up here, that's 11%. All right. So yeah, Quant, there's potential there. It's dipped like really heavy, so there's a lot of headroom above it. ANKR, let's check Anchor out. Ooh, nice. That's been rallying up. This could, yeah, no, that could potentially rally up and test the all-time high, if not go back into price discovery soon. Keep your eye on that. That's one to watch. Anchor, ANKR. It's kind of in like a rising wedge, right? Oh, sorry, an ascending triangle. So we've got like, you know, our resistances like roughly there. And we've got higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, and it's coming up to an apex. Hopefully we get another test of that resistance and then break it. Get a run up to the all-time high. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Ooh, we got a super chat here. Bebop, $4.99. Thanks, Bebop. This one's for the people. Maybe we can get a little LTC TA. I love your TA. Thank you so much. You're welcome, Bebop. Thanks for the support there. I'll check out Litecoin, LTC. So yeah, Anchor. I'm bullish on Anchor, by the way. It looks good. All these higher lows here and this rally. This looks like it could be facing a breakout. You know, let's keep an eye on it. But all right, let's check out Litecoin. Save that one. Might leave that chart open. I'm going to close some of these windows just so that my computer can keep up with. Wow, lit is still lit. It's still going. All right, LTC. Let's go to the daily. I haven't looked at Litecoin in a while. You can see by the fib retracement, I have to wind it across. Alright, so this is a resistance fib. This is like, see, look at that clean rejection off the 618 fib level on Litecoin. Pumped up. This is back on the 10th of November. Pumped up to the top, then got rejected. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't this the, or was it this? That was the Walmart thing? I think it was back here in September. Yeah. The Walmart's like it wasn't a scam, it was just like a, well, I guess you could call it a scam. They said that Walmart would be accepting Litecoin or something. Caused this massive pump only to find out that it was not true. Corrected back down, unfortunately. But we're still holding this beautiful ascending trend line here. We've got a low here, a higher low here, higher low, higher low. So over time, this thing's been improving. You know, it's been climbing. It's recently received a massive pullback off a high that it made up to $300. So entering around this area is not a bad idea, honestly. If you believe in Litecoin long term, yeah. So that's what I'm looking at for Litecoin. There is potential for it to start climbing again. So this trend line here, this white trend line at the bottom, that's where all the confidence is right now. You know, unless that was to break and we fall below it, I don't think that's going to happen. But if we did, that's when I would be like, oh, I'm kind of bearish on Litecoin. But we're getting higher lows and higher highs over time, so it's looking good. Now, someone's asking me to check out ENJ, Engine. It's one of the gaming cryptos. Wow, ENJ. I'm gonna have to adjust this all-time high line here, because we got a new one. All the way up to $4.84? $4.84 and a half. So almost $4.85. Let's adjust this fib. Oh, it's not gonna work. Let me go to a higher time frame here. So this was the pullback. We've gone beyond the 1-to-1. I'm gonna delete that fib actually. It's not useful to us now. $4 was the old all-time high for Engine back in April. And then boom. This is what this is what Doge could have been, you know? You know how Doge kind of looks like this? Like this was 420, that was SNL, and then we've been dipping and like, yeah, there's a couple of rallies and it's just, yeah, it just hasn't rallied up. But hopefully with that rocket launch and with next year's 420, it brings Doge out of that death spiral, you know, that squeeze. But yeah, there was a couple of like false starts. Like there was one on Doge that went up and it failed, and now we're still like, you know, down here. But see, this is why I like actual projects like ENJ and Sand and Mana, you know, stuff that's on trend. That's the place to trade. You know, don't trade something that isn't trending. Or now that's trading. Totally different game to investing. Investing, you just buy Doge and you don't care when it goes up. Like, you're just going to take profit when it does go up, you know, when it does make a new all-time high. Because whether it takes 5 months or 5 years, like, you're in it for the long haul and you're just waiting for it to mature. Like, that's investing. That's a different game altogether. But if you're trading, yeah, I mean, maybe Doge is a good buy right now. Who knows? Like, I don't know. How's Gala doing? It's still hasn't taken off yet, but it's still good. Still in profit. What did I cue you on, Riley? Riley O'Kane? Oh, ENJ? Awesome. Yeah. So ENJ, 6 months ago, what was 6 months ago? Like June, July? Around here, was it? Yeah, ENJ, Sand, Solana. These are the ones that I was like saying were good ideas to invest in for long term, because they have potential. They had potential, and they, you know, and they saw that potential. We've got these new all-time highs and price discovery, and it's ENJ is still looking good, by the way. It's still in an uptrend. All of the macro lows are higher. All of the macro highs are higher. So it has not turned around yet. You would start to sort of say, oh, okay, we've hit a top if it did something like that, which is a macro lower high and lower low. Like if we got a low that dipped down and went lower than the previous lows, then that signals a new downtrend, you know, lower low, lower high. But Engine is higher high, higher low, which is an uptrend. Just be careful that you don't buy the top, because you could be waiting for a while for it to come back into profit, you know. But yeah, all of those gaming coins I'm pretty bullish on, and like all of the NFT related stuff. Just go on to coinmarketcap.com And you can see the categories here. We've got NFT, Metaverse. Metaverse is what's trending lately. If you click on Metaverse, they're probably cooling off a bit now, but these were running hot. Mana, Axes, Theta, Sand, ENJ. Yeah, Alice is doing well. Yeah, there's a few in there. NFT space, we all know that that trended really, really well as well. So they even class, yeah, all of the similar ones as NFTs as well for some reason. I guess it involves NFTs as well. But how's Doge going? Oh, okay, it's still in the channel. It's still in this bull flag. It hasn't been invalidated just yet. I'm going to extend these lines because it has to break out of this channel eventually. You know what? I'm going to copy this line. I'll just duplicate it because it looks pretty parallel to me. You know, chopping a couple of the wicks off, but looks like a big old parallel. To call this a bull flag, yeah, it's kind of stretch. It's a stretch now. Like I feel like the bull flag hypothesis is kind of over now, and now it's becoming more like a falling wedge. So, yeah, maybe we could be looking at something more like this now. Falling wedge. But you can see how it morphs over time. Like it went from a potential bull pennant like this into a bull flag like that. And then now that the flag has kind of run it, like it's gone a bit too long, it's becoming like a descending, falling wedge. Yeah. So keep your eye on that wedge. We'll see if this green line goes profitable over time. What was the other green line that we were looking at? I think it was Gala. Yeah, Gala. I'm going to close the Alice chart because nothing's really happening there at the moment. Predictions for Gala. Well, I mean, you can see the previous highs that it reached. This is resistance here. All of that area. So as a comfortable take profit, I would, yeah, take profit at like 77.5. Or even just 77, just to get in, beat that crowd. Like if there's fear around here, like you want to get out before that area, because that can cause resistance and then you could retrace from there. But yeah, even this low here, this pivot here could produce resistance as well, which is not that far away. You know, could get resistance there and continue to fall, but yeah, just play it as it comes. Homer Bear, anyone remember the .com bubble? Yes, I remember it. But look what it produced. There were some winners out of that bubble. Google, Amazon, eBay, MySpace, Facebook, Twitter. A lot of successful companies in the .com space, you know, that have done really well. Especially, you know, Google and Amazon, you know. Got to find the winners, exactly. But look how many losers there was in the .com bubble. Like, there's a lot of things that probably crashed out and never recovered. And people just sitting there praying one day, oh, it's going to come up one day. But no, it didn't happen. So, yeah, it's, I don't know, it's always a bit of a, it always feels like a bit of a gamble. You gotta back the ones, gotta back the horse that you think's gonna win. Anchor, wow, look at this. Here we go. Anchor's looking good. Breakout, come on. Get above these highs. Anchor's looking good. So, I think it was Fatima G who was calling out Anchor. So well done, Fatima, if you're in it. It's looking strong. Does it have Is this all-time highs? Oh no, all-time high, that's right, which we're gunning for 21 cents, 21.6. But yeah, let's keep an eye on that anchor. It looks good. How's Doge? Still in the falling wedge. Gala? Yeah, I mean you could have taken profit, even take profit here if you took this entry here. Up to you. You can just wait and ride it out, like it could still rally up. But that produced, a good almost 3%. Yeah, hopefully that helps you guys with the tools to use. Like, if you get divergence indicator, cipher B, the Vimenchu cipher B indicator, and then a MACD, if you get confluence between those three indicators, you can see what it produces. It produces entries that result in price climbing and putting you into profit. So if you just rinse and repeat that process, ignore FOMO. Like if something's ripping up like crazy, don't buy it. Just wait for the pullback, wait for things to flatten out. The waters have to be safe. The car has to be slow or stopped before you can get into the car. Don't jump into a moving car. It's pretty dangerous. The car could run your foot over or something. I don't know. But yeah, there's always risk jumping into a moving car. So look at that anchor breakout. Beautiful. 4-hour chart. We've only got 2 resistances to go. There's all-time high, of course, and then that wick there, which we are approaching pretty quick. I'm going to draw a blue line on it just to see where that is. It is right there, if I'm not mistaken. 20.6 cents. Have to get above that blue line. That's a line of resistance we have to deal with. Yeah, what a beautiful breakout. It's incredible. Even just trading that, like taking profit here, if you're happy with that, a win's a win, Boom. Anchor, it's becoming one of the top performers of the day. It's getting up there. It's still rallying too, so. Want to see it go into price discovery? Come on. ENJ, it's still dealing with this pullback. I mean, it achieved an all-time high a couple of days ago, so that's pretty amazing. So did Sand, so did Gala. Gala's been really good. But yeah, it could be time for Anchor to shine here. Let's go down to the 1-minute chart for Anchor. Look at that. Look at these green dots. See these dip waves here? Like all those dots, the bullish divergence, like, yeah, these are really nice signals. So let's pretend we bought here. This is a FOMO. Like, yeah, it can be profitable if you FOMO, but it's also very risky. So let's put a FOMO line there. Like, we got in late. Oh, we missed it. Let's FOMO in. We'll put a dash line there. We'll see if it gets above. Oh, look at that. Boom. Catching the next little impulse. So Anchor is looking healthy. I want to see it get above all-time high so it can go into pure price discovery. And then there's no resistance, The only resistance is what the market makers put up in that case, like whatever big walls are on the order book. But yeah, Anchor is looking pretty awesome right now. Gotta turn off all these little numbers because you can't see the signals. There we go. Green dot. So green dot on a high wave like that, it's risky. Like this was a risky entry. that line that I put in there. But as you can see, it's still getting this next rally up. So this is probably a lot of FOMO buyers like buying into this and like like continuing the rally up, the push. But yeah. Much prefer to buy the dip waves, these ones. Look at that entry there. This entry here was even a good one. Bang, up we go. So how far up are we from our FOMO line? Really I'm gonna get this tool that measures it as it moves. So we got up 2.16% and climbing. It's not over yet. So it's almost 3% to the old resistance line. Lanchester, what's up, mate? Well, Anchor is up. I think Storge is testing the top of the wedge here. Didn't quite break out. Found resistance. Gala's looking alright. Look at that. This pullback was just a bit of take profit, I think. And then, yeah, we're still in the running here to go up higher. Anchor? See, there's a bit of fear about that old resistance. So, as you can see, FOMOing is not always the best idea. You can get stuck. I mean, if you're happy, if you're fast, you can get the profit. You know, when it presents itself, you know, just take it as it's there, like, you know. But if you've got the guts, you know, you can cross your fingers and hope that it continues to rally up. But yeah, it really wouldn't surprise me if over the next like couple of hours or few hours that it does go into price discovery. You know, it does get that 21.5 cent high and higher. But it's still, yeah, no, it's still looking okay. It's okay. I need that everything is fine gif or like meme. Where he's sitting in a house fire. This is fine. Found it. So yeah, we FOMO'd in here, but so far this is fine. There's fire all around us, there's danger, but yeah, there's potential. Hopefully we can continue rallying. It's dangerous, remember. I mean, this could be exciting people, the fact that it's so close to all-time high like this. Like, it could produce enough demand for it to actually push it there, you know? Come on, green candles. It's fighting. There's a lot of fear. There's a lot of people that are like happy to take profit at this high. That previous high, which is that blue line there. I'll make that blue line a different color, like a brighter blue so that you can see it. There we go. So are we gonna get the break of that resistance I'm still confident. This is just a bit of profit taking. Like, it's not a bad idea to take profit at previous resistance. Like, that's just... And it doesn't have to be all the profit. It can be just some of it. Like, you know, there's probably a bunch of people taking 20% profit there. Look at that. There we go. We've wicked above it. See if we can get some candle closes above it so that we can then look at the next milestone, which would be the all-time high for anchor. Boom. Look at that. Beautiful. So our FOMO produced a 4.5% gainer so far, and it's still climbing, I think. It's pretty bullish. There's a lot of activity in it. There's a lot of volume coming in, I would say, right now. So if you're entering right now, you know, that's cowboy trading. That's very risky. Like, you're just gambling. You know, it's kind of like a coin toss. Like, oh yeah, it might go up. But yeah, that's why I drew that green line, that green dotted line as a FOMO line. So I think we're just getting lucky that it's on trend. So come on, anchor. Stop being an anchor. Stop holding us down. You gotta bring the anchor up so the boat can keep going. Needs to get to that pink line, all-time high line. I think it's still got a very good chance to do that. Not a guarantee, but yeah, everyone loves a nice rally. It's fun to watch as well, even if you're not in it, you know. Lit is lit. Lit is still lit. It's like up 30%. That's crazy. Quite a bit of resistance here for some reason. Probably just waiting for people to FOMO in. So as it stands, that position has made, yeah, 4.5% and climbing. There's a lot of indecision here, isn't there? Chopping around. Very volatile. Thank you, Spooky. Good to have you back. Ooh, look at that take profit. Boom. Someone just sold a whole bunch. Well, if it goes above all-time high, they sold at the wrong time. You know what I mean? But, you know, that could be the straw that breaks the camel's back sort of thing. Like, if one person takes profit, a big chunk of profit like that, it can change the sentiment and instill fear. Like, you know, people start to get fearful, and then it just cascades, you know, like a domino effect. But it's holding. It's, you know, it's like an arm wrestle. It's very back and forth, very volatile. When you see the candle jump around really fast, like, that means the order book is very, like, it's either that the order book doesn't have a lot of volume on it, and it's, you know, the money's just pushing the price around like crazy, or there's just heaps of money, heaps of pressure in both directions, and it's like bursting up and then bursting down, you know, like it's just chop, 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 chop. It's not just a slow, steady rise over, you know, over time. But I don't know. Crypto-wise, this is a pretty stable climb, to be honest. It's definitely like rallying on trend, so it's nice, but it's struggling. Like, it's struggling to at least for now, to hold above that previous resistance line. I'm still confident that it's going to get price discovery soon. I mean, look at see the wicks here on the bottom side? That shows buy pressure. Like when it comes down here, it's getting bought up, you know, bought up. Just like when you start seeing wicks on the top, like this shows that it's getting sold off. So you want to, it's kind of like, oh, you know, it's danger. You know, when you start seeing wicks all matching up like that, like this, it's dangerous. So you got to be careful. But if you see candles that just consecutively close and open like this, like see these three together, that's a really good sign. It's just a lot of, you know, buy momentum during that kind of a rise there. So we're holding ground. We've come back a fair bit off that high, but we're just waiting for the buyers to step in. Like, we're so close to all-time high on Anchor. Like, I think if it's not going to happen on this push, it's going to happen in the next few hours, maybe. We'll see. Yeah, anyone can be wrong, including me. And I've been wrong many times before. So, no guarantees. I'm going to extend this this line sideways here just so we can watch it the whole time. Now I'm getting hungry. Get kind of peckish. But I'll leave the stream up regardless. Like, even if I go off to go get some lunch, because it's like 1 o'clock, 1 p.m. here. I'm not sure what time it is where you guys are, but let's see. Eastern USA, 10 p.m. Okay. 10 p.m. Friday night. Black Friday. Did you all have a good Black Friday? Did you go out and buy some sales? Did you buy some crypto? I mean, Bitcoin went on sale for Black Friday, didn't it? There's the Black Friday sale right there. Gala, look at that. Beautiful. Coming up into profit. So this FOMO, this trade here, this hypothetical is actually working out pretty good. It's up, what, almost 5%? Just have to be patient, like wait for it to come to fruition. We bought because of these dip wave signals here. See the green on the bottom? That's how you do it. Storage. Oh, storage is even, yeah, it's holding ground. It's starting to break out of this falling wedge. Bullish divergence on the cipher indicator produced a pretty nice little buy signal here. See how big that dot is, that green dot. So it's pretty confident. The cipher indicator is saying that yes, this is a good buy at that point there. So we'll see if it rallies up from here. Hopefully it does. So we've got 48 people in here. Welcome, guys. I didn't even put out a reminder through Discord. I didn't even post it that I was on, but that's cool. You guys can be the exclusive few that caught the stream. I mean, it'll upload. Smash the like button as well, guys, if you haven't done that already, and consider subscribing if you haven't done that either. Click the little bell icon, and that's how next time I do go live, you'll know about it. Get a notification. How's Anchor doing? Oh, look at that! Yes, more power. Come on. Let's get up into that all-time high. So we're feeling the love on Anchor. Storage is almost, we're almost breaking even. We thought we were buying the dip here, but it dipped again. That's all right. It's all good. You can buy the second dip if you so choose, and you know, dollar cost average. But it just depends. Like if you're on leverage, I don't advise dollar cost averaging if you're leverage trading. Like if you're, you know, trading futures or margin trading, or you know, whatever you want to call it. Like it's probably better not to dollar cost average. If you're spot trading and you're just using a little bit of money, like yeah, dollar cost averaging is okay. If you're investing, dollar cost averaging over time is really good as well, because you're just, oh look, Anchor, it's coming up, it's coming up, it's going to be testing this all-time high soon. The FOMO line's looking good. We're 5.3% up, 5.4, 5.5, I would say. Yeah, almost 6. Yeah, there's 6. Beautiful trade. Probably bad to encourage FOMO, but in this instance, I think we just got lucky. Like, you know, there was enough volume stepping in to produce that kick up. And I think, yeah, I'm still confident that we're going to get that all-time high soon. It's so high. This thing could really go ballistic if it breaks the all-time high. You know, it's definitely charging up. Sorry, I keep scrolling around. I'll just leave it. There we go. Come on. Big green candles. That is so bullish. Like, seeing that. See these consecutive green candles like this. If this one closes strong, could be enough to like drive it into the all-time high and beyond. So, alright, bit of take profit, bit of fear, just like we saw back here. Like, you know, we hit this resistance and there was a bunch of take profit, you know. So it's not just a clean journey to the top, there's a bit of wobble, usually. There's a bit of, you know, zigzagging, but yeah, we're still good, we're still looking good. Price discovery is above the pink line. Well, look at the fear. See these people like taking profit because they doubt that it's going to go into price discovery. Or, you know, they're averaging out. Perhaps they bought down here, you know, down here, and then this is one of their take profit zones, like near the all-time high, which is not a bad idea. Like it's okay to take profit, like near resistance. It's actually a smart place to take profit. But, you know, there is that potential for it to go into price discovery, and, you know, that's where they leave the rest of their bag to ride, to continue to ride if it does break the all-time high. So, yeah, I still think it's got a really good chance. It's got a fighting chance to get up above that pink line. No guarantees, not financial advice, as we know, but this green line, I don't know how many people followed this, but if you bought when I put that green line in, you would have made almost 6.8%. It could go higher, See, and this is what happens when price approaches all-time high. It can cause a bit of fear, like a bit of resistance. Because people are like, ooh, they fear the big old double top, you know? Like, if it double tops and then gets rejected, then that could be, you know, the point to sell. So DC woodworking. Rick, have you looked at OMG? It took a crazy dump recently. It looks good for a big recovery. Yeah, I'll definitely check it out. Let me open up a chart for that. OMG. To go alphabetical here. So Bitcoin, the 1 minute. Oh, that's the 1 minute chart. OMG. You say go. Yeah, that thing's been correcting for some time now. Yeah, potential. It's got potential. Like when things pull back so severe, there's always potential for recovery, you know? So fingers crossed it picks up a bit of momentum and recovers and rallies up, but we'll see. Lit is still lit, 31% up now. Anchor, ooh, yep, it's struggling. So perhaps not on that approach. Maybe it's gonna wind up again, and it needs to chop sideways a bit more and get confidence. But I think eventually, I'm still pretty confident that we'll go into price discovery for Anchor soon. But no guarantees. Don't hold me to it. How's the other ones going? Storage? Ugh, yeah. We broke even, at least, but I'm still watching it. I'll leave that line there. Our Gala trade's looking great. This is our hypothetical Gala trade, and it did an inverse head and shoulders. Like, we've got shoulder here, head here, and then our small right shoulder. Now we're trending up. Hopefully it produces something, decent enough to where we can ride it up into the previous resistances up here. Yeah, I agree with that, Nikhil. It's you sort of have to learn the rhythm of the market, you buy the dips, you buy down here. You don't buy into something that's already taken off. Like your signals were here. These were your green lights down here. This is why I bought, we did this hypothetical buy in this area, like back when the price was around here, right? And yeah, you wait patiently for that to produce a wave up. It doesn't always happen, but I think it's a good starting point. Using this cipher indicator, use a divergence indicator, and a MACD, and these are the nice. This is like the holy trinity. Like you get bullish divergence here, you get green dots here, you get the MACD bottomed out, beautiful, and then yeah, it's a good green light to buy and hold and just wait for that to go into profit. You can, you could take profit here. It's up to you if you were in this trade. Or you could hold it and just, potentially it could run up higher. But yeah, OMG, I don't know, man. It's losing that long-term support. This one here, it rallied like crazy. Since July, it's just been up. And then November has been quite shocking for it. Apart from the first 3 days, but yeah, it's been a huge correction off that run up. OMG. But yeah, potential for the, if you're gearing up for the next one of these, because it seems to do that. Like look at the past, it pumps. So if you buy down in the cradle, back where it likes to come back down to support, down here, it could potentially fall a bit more. It's got room to fall a bit further down to that area, and then you buy that dip and then wait for it to produce that next spike. if you look at the time frame here, it almost happens like here to here is that long. It's almost the same time frame. Yeah. So maybe if that's anything to go off, maybe it does something like this, where it comes down and then does that and then crashes again. I don't know if it's to be like a combination, like a pattern, but see how we go. OMG. Yeah, 2017. OMG. It had a lot of promise, I remember. But it's very up and down. It's very volatile. Alright, Anchor. It came back, dipped below our FOMO line. But hey, we made 6.7%. And it's still, you know, it could still go into price discovery. You know, it ain't over yet. Let's check Storage. Storage, ooh, yeah, that's... Let's adjust these lines a little. So that falling wedge did produce a breakout to the upside, but didn't cause a rally per se. But let's see. Oop. Perhaps it's something like that. We chop the wicks. If you chop the wicks entirely and you take it to the candle bodies like this, maybe that's what's happening. Oh, we'll see. Storage. Perhaps it's like the pump's over. Like maybe this is going to go back into its monotony, you know? Just like it did over here. Like it pumped and then went back to the monotony and chopped sideways until the next one. We'll see. We will see. Anchor. Yeah, similar fate. Geez, it came close to getting that all-time high. It's still, yeah, it's still got potential, but this could just be the back test, you know? Previous resistance, like this, can produce future support. So hopefully this is just a back test and we get to rally up again. But it's definitely it's causing a dip wave on the momentum. So when this produces a green dot, you know, that could be an entry. You know, that could potentially be an entry. See the bearish divergence during that climb. That was, yeah, that was kind of unsustainable, and that's why it's done this pullback. Anyway, I might leave the anchor chart up just for fun. It's fun to see how it plays out. And I'm gonna go get some lunch, and I'll be back. Be back soon, I suppose. But yeah, I'll just leave the stream up. Enjoy the music. Alright, I'm back. So, it looks like Anchor dipped below that FOMO line that we put in. It's not the end of it though. It could still continue to rally, but at least for now, it's taken a pullback and it's, you know, wait for that dip. Maybe you could even trade it off a higher time frame like the 5-minute or the 15-minute and wait for some kind of signal, because, you know, it won't just drop forever. There's going to be a bounce somewhere, and when it does bounce, you can catch that bounce using the indicators. Like they'll show you where. Man, even Gala, it went up and has retraced back to that initial line that we had in. So that, yeah, that got 5.5%. The anchor trade, what did that get? That got 6.7%. And Storage, oh yeah, no, that didn't go very far. At least it came up to a break-even spot where we initially got in, but yeah, it couldn't maintain that. It's still in this overall wedge formation, you know. If you catch the bottom, if you follow that trend line, it seems to be respecting that line as support, and then, you know, finding resistance on this particular line. So we'll leave all that the way it is, and we'll check it the next time I stream. But for now, I'm going to sign off, and all the best with your trades if you're in any, guys. Alright, take care. Thanks for tuning in. See ya.